Hello guys, this is Karen. I thought I'd do my weekend reading early, so I hope this resonates with you. I've drawn three different oracle decks today for the weekend. I've drawn Lucy Cavendish Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle Guide oracle cards. I've drawn Lucy Cavendish Shadow and Light, and also Stuart Pearce's. Okay, so the first card I've drawn is Gatekeeper, and it says Fairy Time, Time Shifts and Dimensional Slips. Now I know I've drawn this young lady before, and she reminds me very much of a very strong lady. She reminds me of a female Archangel Michael. She's very protective. She knows her path. It's just behind her. You can see the door. You can see the path of where she's going. Now that door has many ways of opening. She can open it by using the key. She can open it by kicking it through, and she can open it by stabbing through it. So there's many ways to enter that door. So there's many ways that you can go through your life. Do you go through it the right path, or do you go down the wrong path? Now, as I said in previous readings, when you go down the wrong path, you encounter choppy seas. We all know when we're doing things right in our lives. We all know when things feel right, when we have that feeling within our heart that it's a right thing to do. Now, when I really tune into this card, I very much see, can you see her? She's lovely, isn't she? I can see that she's got a sword in her hand, that she's got armour, that she's actually a fairy as well. So she's also got the elemental side to her. And she has a wonderful allure about her. Now when I tune into it more, I see that she's in nature. I see that it's winter time, the snow, but she's not cold. She's not letting anything get to her. She has her wings to fly. She has her sword to protect her. She has shelter behind her. She obviously has food. She has everything she needs. So it's as if time is going to change in your life. There is a massive change coming up for you. Are you going to enter that door? Are you going to walk down the path? Are you going to run down the path? Are you going to knock on the door? Are you going to open the door? Are you going to kick the door in? The choice is yours. You are the gatekeeper of your own life. You have the key to your inner wisdom. You have that key. It depends how you use it. A knife can save your life, can also take a life. So that's my take on the gatekeeper. Now beneath it, it says Beauty and the Beast, Unconditional Love. And she has all these green urchins, I would call them, behind her, that are all around her. And she's very attractive, and she's showing her cleavage off there, and her hair is blowing in the wind. And although she's part beauty, she's part elf herself. So again, Beauty and the Beast. Have you got someone in your life who is trying to dominate you? Have you had a past relationship or a present relationship where it's very much a relationship of someone dominating you, of you not being your true self, even though unconditionally you love that person? Is that you at the moment? It can also signify that, you have the beast within you. You don't believe in yourself. You don't look upon yourself as this beautiful person. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see someone beautiful, or do you pick on everything about yourself? You've got to learn to see the beauty within. Happiness comes from within. It never comes from someone else. We always think, this person has made me complete. This person has made me happy. Well, actually, that's rubbish. I don't believe in it at all. I'm married very happily, but in order in life for a relationship to work, you have to tender and look after yourself first in order to love someone else. So that has quite a few meanings. and I hope the card resonates in some way with you. So the next card is Pink Lotus Fairy, and it says a time for spirit. And she's this lovely fairy, and she's in the Shadows and Light Oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish. And she's in meditation pose. She's on a lotus, and she's a lovely fairy, and she's got pink, and she loves herself, she loves life, and she's floating, and she's got like a Buddhist pose. So when I tune into this card, I very much feel that, there's a need to do meditation, there's a need to have time for your spiritual side in life, more time if you can, and to find that spirit time to go within, to do your meditation is so important. It's so important to find that inner ding, that inner you, that inner calm. Excuse me, the lake within you has to be still. You have to do the inner work in order to find that spiritual side of you. It's teamed up with Grumpy Red Fairy, Be True to Yourself. And sometimes we all get a bit grumpy, we all get a bit, unhappy with life, unhappy with ourselves, unhappy with our relationships. And she comes and says, just be true to yourself, speak your truth, be yourself. If you're having a grumpy day, then tell your partner that you're having a grumpy day. But if you go to your spiritual side, you won't find that little grumpy fairy. And I find her quite charming, really, with her red and black hair and her lovely pink lips. So try and be true to yourself, and don't let this grumpy old red fairy get to you. Okay, so the Stuart Pearce Archangel is Chamuel, and it says beginnings. Now when we tune into this card, we see this lovely lady, and I don't know if she's in a lake or she's in the sea, and she's in the distance with the lovely stars around her, and she's saying beginnings. So there's something new in your life. It could be a new romance, because we have 2 or 3 romance cards, or it could be beginnings of a new spiritual path in your life. There's lovely pinks of love, and oranges of joy, of adventure. And this is a really nice card, and she's looking to a new beginning. She's looking into the future. If you look at your future, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to bring into your life in the future? Do you want a new relationship? Do you want a new job? Do you want your own business? What do you want to do? Look into the future. If you can imagine you are that person in that card, looking into the future, what can you see? What would you like to do? And the final card is Zavkil and Romance. So this is very much a card of romance and love and partnerships, but it has to be partnerships of 2 equals, not unbalanced, not a romance of lots of bickering and misunderstandings. I think if you do your inner work, and sometimes in relationships you are 2 different people, you have different views of the world, and some of them don't like your spiritual side. So know that you can still love someone even though you're very different. And the romance card is very much there with the grumpy fairy. So also romance is very much the candle that flickers. You have to keep it burning, keep it alive, learn to kindle the fire. But I always believe that love and romance starts from you. You have to learn to love yourself, to like yourself, to go with your emotions, to recognise your emotions, yes, but also to do your inner work so that you don't get to the stage of being this grumpy person who is argumentative. And if you're in a relationship where someone is controlling you, then I think you should end this relationship. I think this is not the right thing. Do not be dominated in your life. A partnership is a partnership of 2 equals. So this is my reading for the weekend. I hope it resonated with you. Namaste, Karen.